2, 1. Brian Weis here with GolfTrips.com, and we are golfing around the great state of Michigan, and we're actually in the UP, and I'm joined with fellow golf writer from Chicago Golf Magazine, Neal Kotlarek.
Kotlarek, please.
Kotlarek.
Please,
You know,
Brian.
hey. His is smooth. He's got this butter little cut. I knew I was going to butcher his last name, but it doesn't really matter. Hey, we are enjoying the UP and golfing in the perfect foursome package up. And today behind us is the driving range from Greywalls. It's actually 2 golf courses. A private club called the Heritage course is one of them. It's the Marquette Golf Club, being the club, 2 courses. And the second golf course is Greywalls, which just happens to be one of the best golf courses in Michigan. Neal, you've done a lot of travel and played around the Midwest. Let's just talk about the deal that the perfect foursome of playing Greywalls, Sweetgrass, Sage Run, and Timberstone. I think it's one of the best in the Midwest from a price and value standpoint.
It's really an amazing opportunity, especially if you've played in golf courses around Milwaukee or Chicago. They're all flat and they use water and bunkers as hazards. Around this part of Michigan, it's all nature. It's everything from trees to mountains to hills to valleys to, in this case, rocks. That's why it's called Greywalls, because there are amazing stone walls across this golf course.
Yeah, Mike DeVries, I think, built the golf course, but God built it by just, having these, miniature mountains, spread across the UP. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Let's talk about Greywalls. Your favorite hole out here?
Number 5 is actually considered an iconic hole. It's only about 340 yards, but it goes up a huge mound, and then it doglegs left toward this green that's protected by one of these towering rock walls that we've just talked about. And once you finish, you always have to allow yourself another 10 minutes on that hole because you just want to take photos. It's just so spectacular. I know Brian took some photos, and hopefully he'll share them with you folks back home.
So yeah, my favorite hole is the hole preceding that. It's a par 3, stadiumed with the rock in the background. I think it played about 187 yards into the wind from the tee boxes we played. We played from the back tees, stiff test of golf. Let's just kind of run through the 4 golf courses. So Greywalls, we just talked about, just an epic, every hole's a postcard. Then the second course that would be at the casino would be Sweetgrass. Your thoughts on Sweetgrass?
And so Sweetgrass has become an iconic golf course in its own right, because not only is it probably the most well-maintained golf course in all of Michigan, but it hosts the women's Epson Tour event. I think it's called the Island Casino Championship.
Yep.
And the women get treated spectacularly well there, and they love the course because most courses have a maintenance staff of around 4 to 6. They have 16 people maintaining that golf course, so it's literally as if they've used tweezers to get rid of every bit of brown grass or gravel. So it's one of my favorite golf courses in all of Michigan, and I've played everywhere in Michigan, from the Detroit area to Grand Rapids to Battle Creek, all the way across northern Michigan. And in the UP, it's just a reason to come to Island Casino.
Sure. The second course on property, the third in the 4 perfect foursome, is Sage Run. And Sage Run is, not quite on property, but part of the Island Resort Casino lineup. And that course is, I guess, a cross between, it's not quite as dramatic as Greywalls, but definitely plays over a drumlin, a wooded ridge. I think it's just an incredibly tough test of golf. Any thoughts on that course?
Yeah, well, it is a hybrid between the 2 properties, and it's rugged. But you know what? It's pure nature. You don't see or hear a car anywhere in the distance. And the course itself is greatly challenging. The par threes are tough, but they're fair and they're fun. And again, just being out in nature. I mean, where we're at right now, we're on the outskirts of Marquette and it's quiet. But if you want to redefine quiet, you play Sage Run.
Sure. Excellent point. The last course is Timberstone, which is an hour west or east from the casino. What's crazy about that is we are in the Eastern time zone and you actually drive back into the Central time zone. So when you leave the casino for your tee time at 10 o'clock, it takes about 45 minutes to 50 minutes to get there. And you basically arrive at the same time you left because you have to flip the clocks back or forward, however all that is. I think that's the big thing you need to remember when you come here. If you're coming from Chicago, if you're coming from the Milwaukee, Wisconsin area, being Central time, everything's in Eastern time with the exception of Timberstone. If you're coming from the Detroit area or Michigan area, you're already on the Eastern time zone, best of my knowledge, so that you won't have any problems with that. So Timberstone, I haven't played the golf course in a while. I've played it maybe 4 or 5 times. I know it's kind of playing up and around Pine Mountain, but you have not played the golf course?
I have not played the golf course.
Okay, so I can speak of that.
Yep.
It is just it's like Sweetgrass in its beauty meets a ski mountain. So you are playing up and down pine tree lined fairways. You got to kind of keep it between the goalposts. Stunning golf course. I mean, just an absolute, I guess, in conclusion on that, just 4 amazing golf courses at a real reasonable price. And the stay and play packages are all on the website. We'll put a link to that. I always say it's something you can't afford not to do. I think a stay and play package for a long weekend starts at $400 to $500. And the pricing kind of changes at time of season, time of week. When you grab your tee times, etc. But it is a fantastic deal. And then I guess the last thing we need to talk about, the reason why it is a deal is you're staying at a casino. They're hoping you're going to spend some time in their bars and their restaurants and maybe play a couple of hands of blackjack, and they offset kind of the pricing for that opportunity for you to do it. So for a guy's trip, I was at the blackjack tables last night, winning and losing, and numerous guys trips. I know there is a beautiful spa at the casino, which has started to draw couples trips, and we've seen numerous ladies only or couples wearing the golf gear in and around the casino. So it's fantastic. Anything you want to maybe mention in closing?
I mean, there's entertainment at the casino as well, so you have that as another reason to come. And to Brian's point about the cost structure is these days you're paying $400 to $500 to play an epic golf course. Here you're playing a couple of really fantastic golf courses and a couple of epic golf courses for basically the price that you would pay for playing one of those destination places. So I just highly recommend it. Bring a group of people, husbands, wives, spouses, kids. They're all going to have a great time. If you golf and you love nature, come to the UP.
Yeah, I think that's good. In closing, we're going to just tell you a little bit about we're in northern. It's the UP. It's northern Wisconsin. It's above Wisconsin. I think we're an hour and a half north of Green Bay. We have, when do you come? I've come as early as mid-May, and we've had some whiteouts with snow. It didn't stick. That's probably unusual, but the temperatures and the cells coming off the lake and, bringing some cold. But I think the perfect time to come here is your summer months and then your shoulder months if you want to be a leaf peeper or kind of take in the beauty of the changing leaves in autumn. Your September, Octobers are probably amazing. And I would say maybe outside that May to October, you might want to check in with the casino and check into of what their availability is and what some average temperatures are. But we are definitely in God's country. We are playing golf today in early June. We're wearing shorts. And it's 90 degrees in Chicago, back in Milwaukee.
95 degrees in Chicago. Yeah. It's 75 over here. It'll get up to 85. but the breeze is coming off the lake. You have great views. You've got nature, and they've got the great people of the UP and the great people of Northern Michigan. They can't wait to meet you and hear your story. So I highly recommend you come out.
Yep, that's our pitch. More information down in the show notes. We look forward to seeing you in the UP.